Hey guys, so we're at the back of a property at 33 Sapphire Street in Caloundra West. Now, we've sold this property recently and it was a great outcome. And I think one of the keys about this particular property was we had an amazing owner that believed in what we were doing. And so this actually started nearly a year ago when the father of this owner contacted me and wanted to get an analysis of the property and the market. And you could tell that he was a bit of a specific guy. And so I put together this analysis. I was very lucky to have done an MBA in finance. And so I put this quite a sophisticated analysis of the current market, of the last 7 years, of what the increases have been in the suburb, and calculated what the value would be based on recent sales and what he purchased and how much he'd spent on it. And I think he was quite impressed with that. And then he passed that on to his son. And his son was an accountant, which I didn't know, and obviously liked that as well, and those numbers really spoke to him. So he invited me in to talk about the property, and what we've done is, after a conversation, we have spent about $20,000 on this property to bring it up to speed. Now, that's not a normal amount. We might spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a property to bring it up to speed, or sometimes a little bit more. But this particular property had been lived in for about 7 years. It wasn't lived in by the owner, it was lived in by a tenant. The property wasn't presented very well. There was a lot of maintenance work and things that needed to be done. It had dark coloured walls. So we've given it a full coat of paint. We've really brought this property alive, and one of the unique things about this property is it sits on a very large block of land in this area. So it's over 500 square metre block of land. It has no neighbours at the back, but it's a lot of house on the block. There's still room for a pool, but there's a big amount of house on this block. So you've got a really big outdoor area. You've got 4 bedrooms. You've got a study that is a separate room. So there's a lot of things to this property that make it very saleable. And we actually sold this on the second weekend that it was open for the top price that was probably a little bit above what the owner was originally expecting. And we got a great outcome. And now that property's gone unconditional and it'll settle in a couple of weeks. And I think that that's really a credit to the owner trusting us and allowing us to give him advice, and to really, for us, build a product that we had confidence in. So from a perspective of a house, from a sales agent, that's a product for us. And so we were able to make this exactly what we needed it to be in order to be confident in being able to sell the benefits to a potential buyer and maximise that sale price, whilst also making the buyer feel they're getting a lot of value for their money when they were purchasing it. So it was a great outcome. I think it's something that we do consistently at Team Tav. I love helping owners get maximum price, and often it's that really collaborative relationship between a seller and the agent, and also having the skill to be able to advise them of where to spend money and where not to spend money. For example, we have turf in the backyard, but we haven't turfed the whole backyard. Only about a third of the yard's been turfed, and the rest we've had top dress and sand put on top of it to lift the level of that up. And so that's reduced the cost for the owner, but it's also allowed us to give a great product to the buyer, save the owner probably about $2,500 by doing that rather than actually turfing the whole backyard. So it's little things like that that with our experience we can advise sellers with. Helps get a great outcome, helps keep more money in their pocket, helps get more money at the end of the day, and that's a great win-win for everybody. So at Team Tav, we love helping people get great outcomes. We're really passionate about that. So if we can help you in the future, please let us know. To Ricardo and Sarah, it was a great outcome working with you as sellers. You were amazing and trusted us, and we really appreciate it. And to the new buyers, we wish you the best and hope that you love being in the property. It is a great property. We've done everything right, and you know that when you're walking into this, it's actually in perfect condition. There's no issues at all. So looking forward to helping other people that we can in the area, and if we can help you, please reach out. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you so much.